everyone, it's me. This week I was going to show you guys some of my Christmas presents because that's still relevant. Basically, I'm just about done unpacking. I'm up here in my room. This is the only place the suitcases could really fit on the floor. So I thought, why don't we just do some Christmas presents and some of the things I brought from Canada back to England, because why not? So without further ado, let's go. This goes without saying. However, I made a grave mistake. I brought two of these, one of which I've already almost finished. What an idiot. For those of you who don't know, Goldfish are just baked snack crackers. And these are cheddar. So it's just baked cheddar crackers and they got salt on them. And they are fantastic. And this, so you got the French side and you've got the English side. And I should have brought more. Shoes! Because I never go shopping for shoes. So one of my Christmas presents was my mom and I went to the mall. Okay, side rant. I have really weird feet for some reason, like small feet. And I can't wear nice flats because I walk out of them. So I can only wear flatty type shoes that have some sort of like ankle contraption that keeps your foot in the shoe. So I saw these. They were 50% off, which is my kind of language. So this was part of my Christmas present. Thanks, Mom. Also, shoe sizes are different in Canada. So I wear size 6 US. Canada doesn't even really have its own shoe sizes. We just borrow from the States. So I think about a US 6 is like a 4 or 5 UK, maybe. I don't know if that's right. More shoes. These actually, I bought these for a high school prom and I only ever wore them the once. And they're like pretty nice. They're cute, right? So I thought, they're just gathering dust in Canada. I might as well bring them and then maybe I'll think about wearing them. Moisturizer. So I use Neutrogena Moisture. This is not sponsored, but if they wanted to sponsor me, that'd be really cool. I'm not sure if you can get this in the UK. I've never really looked for obvious reasons. I'm lazy. But it's just a oil-free face moisturizer. Normally I get combination skin. They only had sensitive, so I actually bought 2 of these, one of which I'm already using downstairs. I went to put the other in the cupboard and I had bought 3 the last time I was in Canada, so now I'm up to about 5 of these bad boys. Books. A huge part of my Christmas list this year was books. I don't really have a favorite author that I follow, so what I did was I went on Facebook and just asked all my Facebook friends, what's your favorite novel? Basically any genre, but I tend to like, you know, sci-fi, fantasy, horror, crime, comedy, thriller stuff. But I'll read just about anything. I made a giant list. I kept everybody's suggestions, but I picked I picked 6 to ask for. I don't know what any of them are really about. I just picked them and then hope for the best. However, David Wong is one of my favorite authors. He's one of the few that I actually remember. David Wong is actually the character, so it's a pen name for the guy who actually writes them, but they are so funny. It's like Stephen King, so like demonic kind of gory, violent kind of thing, but it is so funny. So I bought that one. This is the 3rd in the series. And I brought home book 1 and book 2 by David Wong. So it starts off with John dies at the end. And the next book is This Book is Full of Spiders. And then the most recent one is called What the Hell Did I Just Read? So if you're interested in a new book, they are very dark, but they are some of the funniest books I've ever read. And I think comedy in text is the hardest genre. So if you're ever interested, try John Dies at the End. Don't watch the movie, it's horrendous, but the book is incredible. In addition to my 2 David Wong books, I also brought some of my favorite books home here. Some Fight Club, The Demonologist, Brain on Fire, all really good books. I mean, I could do a whole video about books, but I'll spare you this time. My mug. It's supposed to look like a lens. My best friend bought it for me, God, years ago. I would have been in college, I think. It was collecting dust in Canada, so, you know, toss it all in the suitcase. Fruit snacks. I don't know what it is about Welch's fruit snacks, but I love them. So you got your English side, you got your French side. They're just nice to throw in your lunch when you want something colorful and sugary to eat. And just in case you aren't sure, these fruit snacks are made with fruit. I certainly hope so. I also received for Christmas gardening gloves from my mother because my garden is looking a little dire. Now, my sister gives the best presents because she's super duper creative in ways that I will never be. So she made me this really cute, I'm probably gonna use it for rings, jewelry thingy. How cute. It's my favorite color, like tealy blue, and it's got these like, I just think it's so freaking cool. She went to a place where you pay for the like shape, and then she found the special paint stainy stuff that basically explodes when you fire it up. So it's got all these sort of speckles, and I just think it's so dang cool. My sister also does wood burning, which is super cool. She just buys wood, then like traces out a stencil and then burns it and stains it and all the rest of it. So what did she get me and my boyfriend? How cute is that? So we gotta find some place to put these. They're all made by hand, stained. Like, are you kidding me? If any of you guys have watched my I Can't Make That Triple Decker brownies, which not many have, it's probably one of my less popular videos, but in all honesty, I think that is my finest work. I think that one's the funniest out of all of them, but you know, whatever. If you've seen that video, you'll know that I don't own any baking supplies whatsoever. Baking cups, baking, like measuring cup thingies, measuring spoons, nothing. So naturally, my best friend bought me them. So I can't mess up next time. In addition to that, my mom bought me a cupcake tin. I mean, the people scanning my suitcase at customs and see a metal, like fairly hefty, heavy cupcake tray, I mean, they must think I'm nuts. Okay, so I need a side rant here about deodorant. I know, who wants to talk about deodorant? But this is serious. So what I found in the UK is that people tend to have wet roll-on deodorant. So I have this Dove Go Fresh, and it's a roll-on, but it's like a wet thing, which I don't really like. But I've been using it because, you know, when in Rome. If people don't use these, they tend to use the aerosols, which I also have, Dove Go Fresh spray deodorant thing. But I don't like this at all because I think I smell within like an hour. It doesn't work that much for me. What I want is a Dove dry roll-on. So I think most people in North America tend to use these, a dry roll-on, but they don't seem to be that popular in the UK. I don't know why. Asda, I know, has dry roll-ons, but they usually only have two. One smells like nothing and one smells like baby powder, and I just don't like them. So I brought a Dove Cool Essentials. Smells like really clean cucumber. I've got that one. I also got Lady Speed Stick, which is like a big brand in Canada. This one just says Fresh Infusion Summer Citrus. And it just smells like spicy lemons. British people watching, if you know where to buy dry roll-on deodorant, let me know. My parents also found me gloves, like UK winter style gloves. So I wouldn't really consider them winter gloves, but for England they are. But they've got those, like the ends on the fingers, so you can still use like touch devices and stuff. Technology is crazy. I also got fuzzy socks, and Harry Potter socks, and Harry Potter slippers, because I am not over Harry Potter. But yeah, so those are some of my Christmas presents, and then some of the things that I brought home specifically from Canada. I have to put everything away now, which sucks. I hope everyone had a wonderful Christmas and New Year and all that fun stuff, and then you're back to work and it's depressing and it's dark outside and it's just kind of like everything sucks. Also, I was hoping to do another Q&A video in the next few weeks. So if you have a question for me, maybe like about me, don't be weird, or questions about living in England or just living in a foreign country in general, or questions about Canada, whatever, leave a cool question below and hopefully I'll get enough that I can do a video, potentially. Otherwise, thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time, bye!